Hi everyone, welcome to Physics Chef. This is Renu Kumar. In this video, you're going to learn about misconceptions on weight. I've recently uploaded a short video on misconceptions on weight in which I asked you to imagine yourself standing on a weighing machine and asked three simple questions to which most of you might have had wrong answers in mind. It's not just you. Many students out there and many faculty out there sadly have the same misconceptions on weight. It is more sad to tell you that when I was studying my 11th class, even my board textbook had the same misconception written. Even though there is a misconception written in the board textbook, how is it that I had the concept clarity? It's because of my physics faculty, Armuguswamy sir. Before I give you the same clarity I had on the same concept, I wanted to tell you my journey of learning the misconceptions. I think the story dates back to 2006 when I was in my 11th class. That was the first day of physics class and Armuguswamy sir entered in. He taught something and he immediately asked a question. If you're standing at rest on a horizontal floor, your weight acts on A, yourself, and B on the floor. No one answered to that simple question, the entire class. And he was sitting there waiting for an answer until the bell rang. And he left the class. Everyone was surprised. Just because we didn't answer the question he asked to us, how could he not teach further? Maybe he's taking this as an excuse to not teach. And everyone took it so casual. Day 2, he entered in, didn't teach anything else. He re-asked the question he asked on day 1. No one answered. He didn't say a thing. The bell rang and he went off. I was literally surprised by his behavior. Okay, maybe he's adamant on making the class respond to his questions. That's a very good thing. So let me respond. Let's not waste the class time. Day 3, he came in, asked the question and immediately stood up and answered the obvious answer. The weight of the man acts on the floor. And then I was waiting for his appreciation. He called me onto the stage. I walked from the last bench where I sit to the stage with so much of pride and brightness in color in my face. I was so happy. I was so proud of myself for standing up and answering a question that is waiting to be answered since 3 days. So I went to the stage. He asked me to bend over. I was a little worried and he held me over my neck. My face turned pale white out of shame. I didn't expect that kind of reaction from him. And sadly, that is a co-ed. And there are girls in the class looking at me. I was very ashamed. I was humiliated. Holding me by neck, he punished me with a beating over my back and didn't release me immediately until he was explaining why I'm wrong. Obviously, in that situation, I am in no mood to listen to his explanation. He released me finally. I had to walk back to my bench, which is in the last. That was the longest walk of my life. I was totally ashamed and humiliated. I sat on the bench for the rest of the class. I didn't pay attention to what he has to explain. And immediately after the class, I started my research on whether my question is actually right or wrong. Maybe out of sheer ego, I couldn't accept that I'm wrong and he's right. And I opened Telugu Academy Physics textbook, and right there, what I told as the answer was clearly written. So I jumped out of joy that my answer is right, and I was really furious on this old man for punishing me unnecessarily. I discussed the same situation with two of the other physics faculty. One is from Andhra University, another is from NIT Durgapur. Both backed my answers. Then my confidence grew even more. I discussed the same with my seniors as well. That is when I understood what is the stature of this man, Arumuguswamy. The concept clarity he has, the subject depth he has. And they said, you're falling for the obvious answer. Then I said, maybe the other two physics faculty are wrong and Arumuguswamy sir may be right in this aspect. But how could you cross what is given in a board textbook? And my seniors answered, sadly what is given in the board textbook is also wrong. If you want a better reference book, go to H.C. Verma. Concepts of Physics. H.C. Verma is a very well-known book. Whoever prepares for NEET or IITJEE, they would know about how good this book is. And I opened the book and I thoroughly read the chapter Laws of Motion, and I understood why my answer is wrong. That is how I learned the misconceptions on weight. I was totally surprised. I was taken by a lot of surprise. How could such a misconception on weight has been given in a board textbook? Now they have corrected the board textbooks of both states. It was United AP back then, and now it was Telangana and Andhra. In both board textbooks it was corrected. The misconception was no more. And I should thank my sir, Arumuguswamy sir, to give me the concept clarity on not just weight, also the part of mechanics, the majority of mechanics related topics he told to me in a very great fashion, in a different fashion, that I understood the concept so well. And I owe him 50 paisa of every penny I earn, and another 50 paisa I would owe it to my uncle Venkat Naidu, who taught me maths right from my childhood. He's sadly no more, and these are the two people I would always thank. One gave me the concepts of maths, another gave me concepts of physics. And on this note, I wanted to give you the clarity I had on misconceptions on weight. So why delay? Let's begin. Before getting to misconceptions on weight, let us understand the very definition of weight. In NCERT class 9 science textbook, in page number 105, the definition of the weight is very clearly given. It is given that weight is a force of attraction of the earth on the object is called as the weight of the object. Before I explain this clearly, let us understand what is meant by force. What do you know about force? Force is a pull or push applied on a body which makes the body move, and it is a vector physical quantity because it not only has magnitude but also direction, and its SI units are Newton. This is some basic information we know about force, but we need to understand force a bit deep with the two important properties of forces. Let's see those two properties. First property: for every force there exist two bodies linked to it. One, the body which exerts or applies the force, and the other, the body upon which the force acts on. Second property: no force in this universe can exist isolatedly or alone. Every force has its equal and opposite pair force. This is nothing but another way of saying Newton's third law. According to Newton's universal law of gravitation, Earth and an object attract each other with two mutual forces of attraction, mg and mg, whereas one mg acting on the object exerted by the Earth and another mg acting at the center of the Earth exerted by the object. Out of these two mg's, by the definition of the weight, the force of attraction of Earth on the object is called as the weight of the object. Therefore, the mg acting on the object and exerted by the Earth is what is weight. The other force acting at the center of the Earth might be equal to mg, but it is not weight. So it is important to note that here the weight of an object acts on the object only. It does not act on the any other body like earth or floor. It is only our mere common sense telling us that when the weight is acting downward direction, it might transfer to the downward body like earth or floor, but it never transfers. The effect of the weight might transfer from one body to the other, but the force when acting on a body will continue to act on the same body no matter what. So therefore, your weight acts on you only, not on the floor. So clear this misconception. It doesn't matter whether you are standing on the floor or on the weighing machine, your weight always acts on you. If your weight acts on you and not on the weighing machine, then what does the weighing machine read? Let's see that. When you are standing on a weighing machine at rest, in a free body diagram of yourself, your weight acts on yourself, and also a contact normal force from the weighing machine acts on you in vertically upward direction. Since you are at rest, your weight is balanced by the contact force. Therefore, the contact force you experience is equal to your own weight. But according to Newton's third law, the normal force you receive is from the contact of the weighing machine, and the weighing machine in return experiences another contact force in downward direction, and which is what is read by weighing machine. So weighing machine is not designed to read your weight. It is designed to read the normal contact force it experiences due to the feet of the man standing on it, which is also equal to the weight of the man. Therefore, that is how your weighing machine reads a force equal to the magnitude of the weight, but it does not actually read the weight. But to the question whether the normal force and the weight force are action-reaction pair of forces or not, let's get back to the properties. There are 4 properties of Newton's action-reaction pair of forces which help us identify them. First one, they are equal and opposite forces. Second one, they never act on same body. Third one, they are never exerted by same body either. And fourth one, only 2 bodies are linked to the pair of forces with the role of bodies flipping between the 2 forces. The first property of action-reaction pair is the pair of forces should be equal and opposite. Yes, normal force and weight force are equal and opposite in this case, but they both act on the same body man. Can the action-reaction pair act on the same body? No. They act on 2 different bodies. So therefore, it is clearly violating the properties of action-reaction pair. There is no way N and Mg can be called as action-reaction pair. Then if N and Mg are not action-reaction pair, what is the reaction pair of normal force? The reaction pair of normal force is what acts on the weighing machine and is read by the weighing machine. So this N and this N are action-reaction pair. And what about the reaction pair to Mg? The reaction pair to weight force acts at the center of the earth. If this is earth and this is the center of the earth, for this weight force we have a reaction pair Mg acting at the center as we discussed earlier. Therefore, here I am breaking all the misconceptions on weight. Firstly, the weight of a body acts on the body. The weight of a body does not act on the weighing machine or on the floor. And what does the weighing machine reads is the normal force which acts on it due to the body placed upon the weighing machine, but it does not actually read the weight of the object placed on it. And the weight of an object and the normal force it experiences from the floor might be equal and opposite, but they are not action-reaction pair of forces. So this is the concept clarity you need to have on weight. So, did it clarify your misconceptions on weight? I hope you had the clarity you are looking for. At this juncture, I wanted to tell you one thing. If you wanted to know whether you understood a concept well, then you must be in a position to teach it to anyone who doesn't know it. When I was studying my 11th class, when I was understanding physics the right way because of the concepts of my physics faculty Armugaswamy sir, it is my friends who helped me strengthen my understanding, because during evening study hours there are 5-6 friends of mine who used to constantly ask doubts on physics and I used to explain them. So that is when my understanding on physics has multiplied a lot. So if you want the concept clarity, you try to teach it to your friends who doesn't understood it. So in the process of teaching them, you will know what are the gaps you are missing in the understanding. So you will in the process improve your understanding on the concept. I think I should thank my friends Panchajanya, Rajshekhar, Vijay, Aruntej, Bhanutej, Sampath, who constantly used to ask me doubts. Thank you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back with more such interesting videos. Stay tuned to Physics Chef. If you love this content, like and share and also comment. And subscribe to Physics Chef for more such videos. Jai Hind.